good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Dima, I'm piano music. So, guys, Julia Fox is an Italian-American actress and a model. I really didn't know too much about her until she had that short relationship with Kanye West. Now, after knowing about her, she definitely speaks her mind. Seems like a real cool person to like hang out with. Maybe if you smoked weed, get a blunt or something like that and a cheeseburger. She seems like a very down to earth, cool person that kind of tells it like it is. And she probably has had like a real crazy life. I think she worked as like a dominatrix or something like that. So she's an interesting person. But she's went viral for this clip that she's posted yesterday talking about black women here, right? And I want to go ahead and play that clip.
Okay, I found like an indisputable example of blatant racism in the modeling industry. So we know that there are a few white models that are like 5'2", 5'3", 5'4", that walk runways, right? Regularly. We all roll our eyes. We all know the nepotism. We're all like over it. Ain't nobody gonna buy your shit with them wearing it. Okay? Anyway. But have you ever seen a 5'2" black girl or Asian girl or brown girl on a runway? I'll wait. There aren't any. And why is it that women of color have to be extraordinary to be in the running, but white girls get away with being fucking mediocre? Most of you are mediocre. Yeah.
So guys, you heard what she had to say there. Let me talk about this. And this is something that she's bringing out that my father always told me when I was coming up. You are going to have to be 5 to 6 times better than the white person. Now you have white people saying, why do black models have to be so exceptionally tall and beautiful, but the white models don't have to be like that? It's simple. The whites run the industries. What do the blacks have to do? Stop bitching and run the industries. That's what we do. Let me give you an example. I want to plug my new show. Stop the show, Dima. The Pan-African Dating Show, right? It's a great thing. Shout out to Brother Bernard Riley. He reviewed it the other day. And it focuses on blacks in the diaspora and on the continent coming together to date all across the black world. And it's unscripted. Who is responsible for putting together that product? Is it the whites' job or is it the blacks' job? See, let me just say this. And I know people don't like racism and you don't like white supremacy and you don't like, I get all of that, right? But guys, you will even get that kind of nepotism in black countries. Go to any black country in the world. Jamaica, if you consider it black. Countries in Africa, Haiti. Who's gonna be in all the positions? Whoever's ruling at the top, they put their people in. It's not just a white person thing that does it. Every human does it. Humans are gonna put people in there preferential to their tribe or to their whatever. So then if you know that, why don't you create those things for your people and put your people in those places? It might not be as big as what the whites have. It might not be as great as what the whites have, but it's yours. It can be that way if you keep investing into it and reinvesting into it over years and don't give it up and improve on it. We gotta stop begging whites for every goddamn thing. Why they don't include us in this? Why they don't include us in that? Look, we got every opportunity to build things for ourselves, okay? And we have such a defeated mindset. We're asking for the same things 50 years ago. Let me just tell you my opportunities. My grandmother or my grandfather, right? I want to talk about him. He's born in 1918. He passed away 2019. He got a 3rd or 4th grade education in a church house. He could barely read, okay? Now, when he's asking for opportunity during the Jim Crow era, now my grandfather was in his 50s, almost, when Martin Luther King. He was older than Martin Luther King. So if he's asking for opportunity, I get it. Me asking for it, I look like a sucker. I look stupid. I got access to the internet like anybody else. I could go to school if I want to. I can get in the private sector and impact it if I want to, if I try, if I attempt. And you see this mentality from blacks all around the world, and then we let people like Julia Fox wonder why it is when she already knows the answer. We know it why it is, because blacks are not focused on putting their people in the right situations to have our own goddamn fashion shows and fashion lines and all of that. These people are never gonna do anything for us. How do we know that? We've been knowing that. They're never gonna include you in stuff. Why? Because they're not gonna do it. Even in Africa, let me criticize Africa real quick in this respect. How much longer are we gonna wait for the African free trade agreement to come into fruition? How often? Like how long? Nigeria doesn't want to sign, then they signed. Then we were waiting for ECOWAS to make one currency, East African Federation to make one currency. Whose fault is that? To some degree, yes, outside forces, but the whole situation is the opportunity is there. The diaspora, us blacks in the diaspora. What's stopping us? Are we going to have an award show like the Emmys? No. Like the Grammys? No. Could it be like that if we tried? Yes. If we focused more on building our own shit instead of asking them for it, we would have it. We would have our own dating shows. We would have our own technical stuff. We would have our own production companies. We would have our own version of, look at what Nollywood did. Nigeria did an excellent thing. Nollywood is in one of the biggest industries because they got tired of waiting for people to accept them. They're never going to accept us. We need to understand that and be okay with it. The whites have their own thing. Asians have their own thing. Yes, true. We have friends that are from different cultures. I get it, right? But people are tribalistic by nature. It's your job. If you're a black woman, start your own stuff. Start your own fashion model events. We have black people that have black clothes, and you'll get some whites to help you. I'm sure, true enough, you'll get some Asians to help you. But be about making your own stuff work. We have to invest into our own communities. This is why in the black world, and I'm talking about black America and African countries, our diaspora, we have to provide community-driven solutions for what we want to see. It's our job to do that, fellas. For the black women out there who are always complaining about colorism in movies, you're always complaining about fashion and the industry. Baby, listen. You went to school, you got ability, open that industry up for the other sisters. Same thing with black men crying about Wakanda forever and Woman King. Guys, listen, we're gonna have to get in the position to start doing the work. In the process, when you solve your own problems, you're gonna create jobs. You're gonna create wealth for your people. And guess what? It might not be good at first, but it will get better. The industry will develop. We have to develop our own stuff. Stop complaining to these people. And even the whites, like her, for example, like making this, well, you're just average as a white. We know some of that stuff is true. We know it's true, but you're still not going to get in the industry. You are the industry. Create the industry. Stop begging to be a part of folks' stuff and create it. It's not going to happen overnight. You're going to have haters, but when you create your own community-driven solutions, what do you get? You get a lot more. Look at what's going on in Dubai. I was in Dubai in September. Dubai, they have their own culture of clothes, how they do things. They invest in their people. And what are their people producing? I was in Chigali. Me and my manager were there maybe like 2-3 weeks ago. They're not sitting around begging for folks to come and help them do anything. They're doing it themselves. Are blacks not humans? Are we not? We're Homo sapiens, right? Like everybody else. So why do we need these people's shit? We don't need it. So what if it's not going to be as big as the Grammys? So what if it's not as big as the New York Fashion Show? Who cares? It can be. We have to provide solutions for our people and stop whining. We have too much potential. We're like the elephant, whose leg is attached to a tree branch and we won't pull it. We got to stop the complaining, guys. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson. Back at it again. Another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all that you do. We're out.